Mensik.
Just 19 years of age, into his second ATP final.
By 9-year-old Felipe de Souza Antonio from Brazil,
And remember,
a special guest of Itaú.
His very first at Masters level. He's beaten recent Indian Wells champion Jack Draper. He's took out the top 20 star Artifice and the world number 4 Taylor Fritz on his run to the final. He goes for his first singles title today.
And from Serbia, please welcome Novak Djokovic.
What a welcome for the Serb.
Novak is being accompanied by 12-year-old Andre Moretti Malui from Brazil, a special guest of Itaú.
Already with, of course, 24 major trophies, 40 Masters titles and 6 tournament winning runs here in Miami alone. Can Djokovic unlock his next achievement this evening and make it triple digits in singles titles won? What a final we have to look forward to.
First set. Jakub Mensik to serve. Ready. Play. Let's first service.
That's a shot that simply has to work, doesn't it, against a returner of the quality of Djokovic. The first serve has been so good through this tournament, but it has to be there this evening. Can't afford that first serve percentage to dip. If it does, then you can only imagine that Djokovic will punish him. And there's a good example early on in this contest.
Mensik, interestingly, has the biggest difference between his first and second serve speeds in the top 50, the ATP rankings. His first serve average is 130 miles an hour. His second serve average just 95 miles an hour.
40-15.
It's a good aggressive first game. Signs that the serve is working, as it has been. Struck 97 aces, Mensik, en route to the final. Give that some context, just 36 from Djokovic, but Djokovic's serving accuracy has been off the charts, particularly in his semi-final against Dimitrov. A lot of people talking about his numbers during that contest. Made 87% of his first serves. He only missed 6 first serves against Grigor Dimitrov.
Novak Djokovic to serve. Love 15.
It's Andy Murray, of course, two-time champion here in Miami. In fact, they met in a final, Murray and Djokovic. Excuse me, met in 3 finals. Djokovic winning 2 of those.
Love 30.
Novak. What's up?
A bit of early pressure on serve.
Got there in plenty of time.
15-13.
Just wonder if Novak's struggling with that eye a little bit. Looked there like he was just trying to find his focus.
Yeah, something we mentioned actually a few hours ago when we came on air, in fact, when we were looking at the very first shots of Djokovic warming up today. It looks, what we've heard is a sty, so nothing too serious, but the eye was pretty swollen and quite red. So you do wonder whether it's just affecting his vision.
Irritating him.
I suppose you never quite know how it's going to react in a it's the old cliche, in a match situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very different to hitting balls on a practice court for 20 minutes earlier today. Does look like it's bothering him. And Mensik with 2 chances to break early. What a start it would be if he can convert here. And he does break. What a start for the teenager who looks to have settled quickly.
Mensik lead 2 games to love.
Not a scoreline that too many people would have been expecting.
Mature start from Mensik. Big margins on those return games. Not overplaying.
It's
the man who's helped guide Mensik to the final, Robert Rumler. He's been with the teenager for quite a few years, ever since they were playing junior ITF tournaments, in fact. He was on that trip when Mensik made the Australian Open junior final that you mentioned, Naomi, as well, the dramatic final that he was massive power off the forehand wing. Goodness me, he's looking sharp early.
30 minutes.
New generation of the serve bot, isn't he? He's not only got one of the best serves in the world, but he moves. Incredible, the strength there. Open stance, almost in the splits. Remind you of a certain someone down the other side of the net.
There is an issue with the clock. We don't have it yet.
Sounds like the shot clock isn't functioning.
Let's for service.
It's a nice finish. Yes, the Australian Open Junior final that Mensik was involved in, it ended in such dramatic fashion, went into pretty much full body cramps. Junior final that lasted almost 4 hours, and that's where the relationship with Djokovic started. He saw some clips of the final, how much Mensik was struggling. It led to a relationship. They did a couple of training camps together, so they've been friends for a while. Going so far as to offering advice to his team and putting them in touch with experts in the sport to help his development. As you can probably tell, it is extremely humid right now.
Both players struggling already.
The data I'm looking at would suggest the humidity's around the 80% territory right now.
Keep our eye on the shot clock today. I actually don't think it's working at the moment, but it's a day that the players are going to be having to use their towels that little bit more often.
What a start for this incredibly talented teenager. Just looking like he's playing another match so far, 3-0. Well, it was one of the big questions, wasn't it? How would he react in his first Masters final, playing his idol? I think we've just got our answer there. So cool and calm.
Well, I think I sort of expected it after we saw him 5 minutes before he walked onto court, and he was just lying down in the changing rooms, in the gym, sorry, on the mat, having a bit of a stretch, looking very relaxed indeed.
Recognize the adversary in front of you, within you. Redefine the lines.
It's a great way to approach the sport, not just this match, but almost just believing that he can win it, but also just being out there to enjoy the moment. You know, what a historic day it's going to be either way this
Communicate
match
together,
ends.
okay? I'm not going to penalize Novak, okay? There is no point, you don't have the info, so I can't. If you go too much, I tell you.
Well, Liechtenstein with a fair amount on his hands at the moment without the shot clock, so just chatting to Novak, just saying that I'm going to try and manage that without the technology. If I feel like either of you are overstepping the mark, then I'll have a quick words. But
yeah, I think he said that he's not going to give any warnings though, because the players themselves can't see it. So he said, you know, receive any punishment, but if you're starting to go over too much, then he will let them know. I guess he thinks it will be resolved quite soon, so there's probably no need to enforce it too strictly when the players can't see the countdown.
Please.
looking for his first Miami title at this venue. All 6 of his Miami trophies coming at Crandon Park on Key Biscayne, the old venue. This tournament making the move in 2019, the first edition here won by Federer. First title at the tournament for Djokovic coming in 2007, beat Guillermo Cañas, the Argentine, in the final. That was his very first Masters trophy. He's been talking about that during his stay here, how significant that achievement was. Changed his life, he said.
40 left.
And he's gone on to win another 39, so that's a tally standing at 40 this evening, looking for a 41st to extend his record in terms of Masters shields collected.
Again, Djokovic.
A lot of support for Djokovic inside this stadium this evening. Magnificent setting, look at that. Home to the Dolphins, American football team in the NFL.
Thank you. Players are ready, please. Thank you. Love 15.
First errors he's hit off his racket, Mensik. Both been incredibly efficient this tournament. Conversion score for Djokovic has been 78%. That's when he's winning the point, when he's already in attack. Mensik just behind at 71%. Clinical tennis.
Oh dear, that looks nasty. Mark's just disappeared from under him so quickly. That's it, just checking his opponent was okay.
Novak.
Is that an indication that there's maybe just the tiniest bit of moisture on the court? He hasn't made any comments to that effect. It was a nasty fall.
30-15.
A fall that shakes you up.
Yeah, heart and mouth stuff. Good to see him get back up so quickly. It was when he split step here. He's done well to not hurt his groin or something, his hip flexor here.
So quick to get rid of the racket. He's experienced in that element. It's the kind of serving that can shake you up as well. He has very quickly rediscovered his rhythm on serve, Mensik.
He's a man who knows a thing or two about hip injuries.
So the strong start continues for the youngster. So far so good in his first Masters final. He's quickly built a 4-1 lead. I suppose, Naomi, even if, you know, Djokovic looks okay, but I guess you very quickly lose a bit of confidence in your movement, don't you? And that's not a nice feeling in a matchup like this.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing, because when he was out wide on his forehand there on that final point, I thought he looked a little bit hesitant. It's another thing to add to his list, just to have in the back of his mind when you're trying to be completely focused on your game. You know, we've got the eye, we've had the fall. Just trying to take a minute minute to get himself into the mindset, recompose.
It feels like he's got a lot to deal with and think about right now. At the moment, it's looking like Djokovic might be losing his first set of the tournament. Initially, there was a pattern of playing very good first sets early in the draw, and then finding things a little tougher in the second set. Became the master of the second set tiebreak, winning a second set breaker against Hijikata, one against Ugo Carabelli. Even though he was pushed to those tiebreaks, they were both very comfortable, both 7-1. It's really only felt like it was Sebi Korda who had a realistic chance of taking a set off him. He was 5-2 up in the second set of their quarter-final before his level dropped to touch, and Djokovic was able to pounce and wrap that one up in straight sets, but he's in a real hole here.
Thank you. Players are ready, please. Let's for service. Let's for service.
Didn't do enough with the volley. Djokovic makes him pay.
I thought it'll be a tactic today for Novak to extend these rallies. Maybe not so much on his own serve, but certainly on the Mensik serve, just to get into those rallies where he's going to be backing himself to come out on top more often than not.
Game Djokovic.
Finding a groove, that will help. He's going to stay in touch at this stage of the set. He doesn't look happy. Doesn't look settled, looks bothered by the eye. He's had that nasty fall. He's got a lot to think about. And he's got an opponent who started terrifically well.
Na toj strani.
He's using the slice a lot today as well, Novak, isn't he? Forcing 6'4" Mensik to get down low to those balls, keeping it out his strike zone.
It's a really good point from Mensik, because Djokovic did well with the return, so he tested the youngster, but he passed the test.
Smart play using the back behind as well, especially hitting it slightly shorter up the court.
He's been able to earn himself so many cheap points through the draw as Mensik. 23 aces against Bautista Agut, 21 against Draper, another 15 against Safiullin, 25 in the end against Taylor Fritz in the semis. It's just supreme tennis.
Incredible hitting. Just makes it look so easy. Taking the ball so early. Almost like he's drilling side to side.
Thank you.
First half chance to break.
Please.
Starting to find some nice depth. There's the serve. Makes it difficult for Mensik to attack his ground strokes. First chance for Djokovic.
Please.
Well, that's the challenge, isn't it? Miss a couple of first serves as he did from 30 all. And that's where Djokovic can hurt you. And he's got himself back into this first set. Break apiece after 7 games.
Talk about sustaining your top level of tennis, and against the very best there is just no room for let off, not even for a couple of points. Putting himself in the zone.
Fascinating watching Novak at a sit-down. Almost a sort of meditative state he enters. Staring into the middle distance. Tell by the look in his face, can't you, how much he wants this evening. This is serious stuff for Novak. It's been an achievement almost 20 years in the making. Rewind to his very first title in Amersfoort on outdoor clay. That was back in 2006.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, please.
A lifetime ago, if you're Jakub Mensik.
Exactly. Yeah, a couple of months' time, Novak will be exactly twice as old as his opponent this evening. Turns 38 in May.
15 left.
Got the serve clock back.
It's a nice change-up, sensible stuff. See a few of those against Fritz in the semis.
59.
So tough to defend against. You're such an aggressive player. You get the short ball, your opponent naturally steps back, ready to defend the big shot that they think is about to come. Great time to slip the drop shot in.
It's clinical.
And he's making 83% of his first serves in his quarter-final match, 87% in his semi-final match. Right up there at the moment as well.
One of the best defenders we've ever seen in this sport, and yet more evidence.
Moves better than most 27-year-olds, never mind 37-year-olds. How does he stay in the point there?
Three games in a row for Djokovic. Completes his recovery, 4 games apiece to just over half an hour. He's starting to come to life after a shaky start.
59.
The sort of tennis he's been treating us to during his passage through the draw. Approach shots have got to be better than that this evening from Mensik.
30-15.
Just those numbers behind the second serve that will be a worry so far. First serve percentage is pretty good, almost 70. He's doing well behind the first, but Djokovic punishing him more often than not when he's getting a look at the second so far. See whether that trend continues.
And I wondered if it might have been a topic of conversation for tactics, ways to approach this match with Djokovic and his team as to getting on the front foot, standing in close, putting pressure on that second serve of Mensik, given the fact that he does have the biggest drop-off from first serve to second serve speed in the top 50.
Mensik leads 5 games to 4.
A couple more aces on the tally during that game. That's a good game to win after Djokovic has been dominating. Gets himself ahead 5-4. It's a fast-paced final, isn't it? There's a lot happening. Or a lot has happened in the first 34 minutes. Fairly quick 8 games. Not hanging around between points. It's fast and furious.
It's like when the race dogs are ready and waiting to go. Finally. Lift the barriers and let them out. They've been hanging around all day. Desperate to get out here on the court.
Yeah. 9 games, of course. So 8, excuse me. Just over half an hour. Pressure on Novak now. Already time for a fresh shirt, given the humidity this evening. And as part of the challenge, winning these Miami titles, the conditions here tend to be some of the toughest. The heat and the humidity at times. If you're under the direct sunshine in the middle of the day. Djokovic knows all about that, 6-time champion.
Managed to up his first serve percentage even from the semi-final. We thought 87% was good.
Crazy numbers. Said that's been his most significant shot through the tournament.
30-11.
Not bothered about, you know, huge pace. He's never going to get into the 140s, but prefer his serve to be sort of that sort of territory. 1-2-1. Speed gun just behind him on the back wall.
Incredible accuracy as well.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? Serving at 120 miles an hour and hitting the lines, that's just as good as serving at 140, just as effective.
It's been on a journey, his serve as well, hasn't it? It was never the weapon when he was first on tour, when he first won his first ATP title. It was never the weapon that it is today. His top players continuing to evolve.
And Djokovic.
Another quick game.
Five games on.
Okay, Could be heading for a tiebreak, and that's where Mensik has really come to life during this tournament. He's played 5-1-5. But it's not only the success rate that has been impressive, it's the way that the teenager has found another level. Oh, he's down again. Is he okay this time? For the second time in the match already, Djokovic hits the deck.
15 love.
But he looks okay. It's an incredible angle from Mensik, just to drop that onto the sideline.
Let's for service.
It's another second serve point that escapes him. Big moments for the teenager, needs first serves here. We've got the t-shirts ready to celebrate. Remarkable achievement if he does win this evening. Just clipped the net.
14-13.
It's the ultimate battle of one of the best servers v one of the best ever returners.
Mensik leads 6 games to 5.
Holds his nerve, finds a couple of big serves and gets himself into a 6-5 lead in this first set. Well, it's been an eventful first 11 games. He must be feeling a little bit beaten up, Naomi, so far.
There's been a lot going on, hasn't there? But I'm almost glad in a way that he's starting to vent some of his frustration, because he was uncharacteristically quiet, and it was almost unnerving. But the falls were real heart-in-mouth stuff. The first one was worried that he was going to have hurt his hip flexor or groin or something. We saw the injury that he had at was it the French Open that he sustained that injury that he managed to play through?
Yes, against Sarundalo, I think, wasn't it? Then he had to pull out the next round.
Just wondering if there's a bit of moisture maybe still coming through the surface. We'd seen that earlier on in the tournament, hadn't we? This one being built on the NFL field, it's just dried a bit differently.
Let me check that.
Sounds like he's just asked for sawdust. It's gone old school. It's all happening. It's been
He's got the liquid chalk, hasn't he? But he said it's no good, not helping him enough.
I found it. We have this.
Of course they've got the sawdust ready. We're in Miami, home of humidity tennis.
I have to admit, I didn't know sawdust was still a thing on tour.
Oh,
Players still
pocket.
use it.
Only in emergency situations.
Yeah.
Incredible, they had a can full on court.
Credit to James Blake, the tournament director, and his team. They've got it all covered this evening. Fascinated to know where that comes from. Down the local carpenters. One tube of sawdust, please. Just to clarify, that's to help with the perspiration, right? Because it's a humid evening.
Exactly that. Try and absorb some of the moisture. Help him keep that racket in his hand. I knew it was good as soon as it came off the racket, barely even moved.
15 love.
It's fine, isn't it? I think it's finer than I thought it would be. Almost looks like a can of sand.
It was Landl, wasn't it, who I remember using sawdust a lot. Used to have a pocket full. Help with the same issue. Back in the day. Champion at this event in '86.
40
and '89.
Game Djokovic. 6-game sole.
Well, when he was 4-1 down, he would have signed for this. We're heading into the shootout. This is normally where Mensik takes it up a level.
Yeah, his serving numbers have been good regardless, but really takes it to the next level in the tie breaks. You can see the accuracy there. The serve speed goes up as well. He's averaged 129 up to 134. In the tie breaks, points won up 10% from 84 to 94% on serve as well.
1-0.
Right on cue. He's up to his old tricks. He's won 5 out of 5 through the draw. 2 against Jack Draper, the Indian Wells champion. A couple against Fritz. And 1 against Arthur Fils. Looking to make it 6 out of 6 in Miami. What a finish that was. A huge slice of good fortune, but what a high backhand volley to go up 2-0.
Incredible speed from Djokovic to even get this back.
2-0. Mensik.
Just couldn't quite get enough to get it up and over the 6'4" frame of Mensik. Incredible. 360.
Thank you, please.
Novak can't believe his eyes. What a look that was.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay quiet. when the players are getting ready to serve. Thank you.
He's heating up. Down 4-1 in the set. He found a way back into it. He's got work to do here once more. Mensik stay cool in this pressure cooker of a stadium. Another big first serve.
Mensik.
Not to forget, they had a tie-break in their first set, their last meeting. Mensik came out on top of that one as well. That was 7-4 in their tie-break before Djokovic came back to win 6-1, 6-4 in the next two sets.
No, not good enough this time. And this tiebreak is slipping away from Djokovic.
5-0, Mensik.
How is this 19-year-old able to do this over and over again? When he reaches a shootout, he finds an extra gear.
Mensik.
Finally on the board. Makes his presence felt. But still looking like Mensik will be able to build a one-set advantage. Since there's a fair amount of frustration under the surface.
Thank you. Mensik.
If you can just stay within touching distance. I know Mensik's been good at holding his nerve, but again, today's another level. It's an extra step.
Again, it's too good from the youngster. Stays cool.
6-2, Mensik.
And he has the luxury of 4 set points now. Oh, it wasn't the cleanest, but it was very effective where that dropped, and it's saved, enabled Djokovic to save a first set point. Still in this.
Yeah, just a single mini break behind now. Going to get really interesting if he can hold these two service points here.
A bit fortunate that forehand landed good. Set point number 2. Two saved.
Six for Mensik.
How's he feeling now, the youngster? Djokovic looming in that rear view mirror. Set point number 3. This time he converts. Djokovic was nearly down again. This teenager is the king of the breakers here in Miami. Played 6-1-6. And he's a set away from the title.
I was wondering when Novak was going to mention the court, because it's the 3rd time he slipped.
Can you give him some towels? Can you give him 2 towels?
Couldn't have been much closer for a first set.
Did well to hold his nerve, didn't he, Jakub Mensik?
Looks like people are bringing some water coming from here.
Renaud Liechtenstein on his way to investigate. Almost lost his footing again, didn't he? He's been down twice. Very deep in the court.
Leave the towel on top here.
Djokovic quick to talk to the umpire after that first set slipped away, but he's got a mountain to climb now. Let's just take a moment to have a closer look at exactly what was going on in that last point of the set. Mensik's 3rd set point. Keep our eyes.
Well, he firstly nearly slipped over his own ankle, and then the back foot slipped out from under him.
I don't know whether it was more of a stumble than a slip, actually.
I think it was both, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The first time was a bit of a stumble, did well to not roll his ankle, but then the back foot slipped out from underneath him again.
Towels. Can we get more towels, please?
We don't know if it's the water that's still kind of evaporating up from the NFL field below, or if it could even be being trodden onto the court.
On that, please? Thank you.
These mats as you walk onto court are pretty sodden.
Yeah, we're just speculating, really, aren't we? I mean, sometimes in such humid conditions you see perspiration landing on the court as well, don't you? Which sometimes need mopping up. It's one of those evenings in Miami. Let's try and evaluate the first set as Renaud Liechtenstein does his best to solve that problem. Impressed with how Mensik's gone about his business on such a big evening, Naomi.
Can you bring this one behind the one
as we have been all week.
Can you tell the security guy this one to dry his shoe?
But another step even further, that he just...
Over there,
there's even more on the line. He's playing against his idol. His opportunity for not only a first ATP title, but a Masters 1000 title against Novak Djokovic on the stadium court in Miami, just taking it in his stride. Again, some of his best tennis. The ability this guy has to step it up in the tie breaks is just incredible. All the numbers go up on his best shot, on the serve. And those early leads have been crucial, haven't they? When he's had that freedom, that break early on. When Novak settled, Mensik had already caused the damage. He could already get to that tie break, and then in the tie break, the early lead. So if he does tighten up, he's got the cushion.
Time.
So far, so good then for Jakub Mensik, who's looking for his first ATP Tour title here in Miami this evening. Fabulous start against the 6-time champion. He's got a 1-set advantage. Can he build on it? And it will be fascinating to watch Mensik if he does get closer to the finish line. How will he react as he closes in on the trophy?
Second set, Djokovic to serve.
First set that Novak has dropped in this tournament. It's a different challenge for him now on the stroke of an hour.
Djokovic.
Quickly back to business.
First game, second set.
I think overall, actually, he's managed the situation well, hasn't he? With the 2 falls. He's obviously got the eye going on as well. Extremely.
Can you tell him as well when he gets a ball to try to dry his feet?
Humid conditions. Renault's trying to make sure everyone's drying their feet when they come back to the court.
There's a lot going on, isn't there?
Got his hands full.
When all you want to do is focus on the job at hand.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's probably the task for Novak as this match continues on, is to just allow himself to just dial in and focus on only the tennis.
In contrast, of course, Mensik's looked pretty stable on his feet. Seems to be an issue that's only affected Djokovic so far. And he's a big guy, this youngster.
30 left.
To have serving stats like this in the past generation, you'd be a serve bot. You'd not really move much. You'd maybe chuck in the odd serve and volley. But you certainly wouldn't be running around sliding like Mensik does. Squeezes your margins. Djokovic with his movement, forcing you to play even more than you usually would go for.
40-15.
Sensational backhand. Upping the intensity or pace to that one.
Mensik. One game more.
Stay cool in the match. You have to stay now. Energy.
On první servis 65, primární vzor ven z obou stran.
Push, strong. Pojď. How many more?
Words of encouragement from Mensik from his coaching box.
Reach your seats quickly, please. Thank you.
Clinging on. Mensik catching the back of the baseline there.
Physical point, wasn't it? Djokovic just taking his time.
Let for service.
Expertly done.
30 left.
Taking that ball earlier and earlier, way inside the baseline.
Dealt with the loss of the first set well, it would appear.
Djokovic leads 2-1.
Looking pretty good emotionally. Mind firmly on the job, 2-1. make it 100 singles titles this evening would join Jimmy Connors and Roger Federer in that club in the men's game. Of course, it's been done in the women's game as well. In fact, Martina Navratilova finished her career with 167 singles titles. Chris Evert, 154. Steffi Graf with 107. It's the sort of company he's trying to join.
Thank you.
Turn this match around.
Please.
Very few players have been able to win their first title at Masters level. That's what Mensik is trying to achieve. Become just the 4th since the series began in 1990. Djokovic-like backhand strike. Inch perfect. Well, he has been idolising him. He's learnt a thing or two by the looks of things.
I can actually see a lot of Novak's game with him, Mensik. Even sometimes the way he slides into his defensive shots, open stance.
Mesmerising exchange. Djokovic going bigger and bigger, but it was coming back faster and faster.
40-15.
Again, I feel like he shifted his court position up slightly towards the baseline because he just seems to be taking these balls earlier. 24-shot rally, 80% humidity.
Mensik. 2 games on.
Since the start of the 2024 season, across best of 3 set matches, so that's outside of the slams, Novak has lost the first set 10 times, and in those 10 matches he's only had 1 win. And guess who that was against, Lee?
Giving me a pretty good clue there. Jakub Mensik?
Was.
Wow.
He's going to have to do the same again today.
Yeah, hoping history repeats itself. That was in Shanghai last autumn.
Love 15.
By and large, the Mensik baseline game has held up nicely, hasn't it?
Well, he's been really solid today. He's not given much away for free at all.
Please, one more time, do not disturb the player when they get ready to serve. Thank you. Love 13. Thank you.
Anxiety will be building amongst the Djokovic fans. Love 30. What a response.
His first serve percentage has dropped to just 50% in the second set. He's yet to drop a point when he has landed that first serve in. I said the first serve was going to be important for each player today. Let's try and get that first strike in early on in the rally, dictate the point.
Oh, what a chase. And what a shot once he got there. And what an opportunity this is for Jakub Mensik.
I don't think he read it early, but that first step was quick.
Chance to break for a second time and really take control of this match. Taking his time and putting that time to good use.
Use.
Starting to get pretty close to running down the shot clock. Last couple of points. Judging time period to perfection, though. Oh, that is just world class. Couple of rockets to start the point, and he just kept swinging.
Advantage, Mensik.
It's feeling like this is his moment here, Mensik. He's up in the aggression, a couple of huge forehands there, taking the risk, it's paying off. Plumb on the line.
Second chance to break for 3-2. That was a good volley. Got it deep enough. Djokovic clings on.
News.
Running the shot clock down right to the last second or two in this game. He hasn't gone over at all. He's just using every second he can.
More comfortable that time. Really is putting this time to good use. That's where experience can play a part. These games where you feel under pressure, doing everything you can just to cling on to your own service game. We'll be very pleased to come through that game because Mensik's level was extraordinary. Big reaction from Djokovic. Knows that was a big hole, 3-2.
It's the release of energy we've been waiting to see, whether it came in frustration or holding on to it and using it positively, as we see there. But that release of emotion, there was so much going on in that first set. It was a battle to get through. You knew the importance not going to break down in the second set. Especially with Mensik raising his game there. You've thrown your best at me. Not got the job done.
Have we seen that reaction over the years to a big crowd like this?
Time.
Will that game have any effect on Mensik? When he had the chances, could have seen Djokovic's reaction.
Thank you.
Unsettle the youngster in game 6. Let's find out.
I always feel as well, whoever's serving second in the set.
Going more wide on this side, okay? Give him a serve. Make him hit the spot. Come on.
What are you saying? Mensik using the wide serve more often on the outside.
There it is.
He's right. 60% of the Mensik serves on that outside are going out wide.
Too good. Paints the line.
30-15.
It's actually yet to hit a body serve, Mensik. Really going through spots.
Such an aggressive return off the second serve. It's not coming back. Eighth ace for the youngster.
Mensik. 3-8 all.
Bit of a look there from Mensik after he missed his first serve. Just feeling like the percentage is dropping a little bit here. It's down to just 50% first serves in the second set, which for Mensik is way off what we've seen from him throughout the rest of the tournament. I do think you're at an advantage serving first as you get to the back end of the set, because if Novak is broken, he's almost got the second life, the opportunity to get the break back. Mensik still has to serve it out. Mensik's broken back into the set. It's done. We're in a third.
Getting into that sort of territory, 3 apiece.
I think Novak thought that was going to be landing in. Just the second point he's lost behind that first serve in this second set.
Again, Djokovic. Djokovic leads 4 games to 3.
And he's off somewhere. Be back soon, presumably. Djokovic ahead, 4-3. Six-time champion here, such a phenomenal record at Masters 1000 tournaments.
Time.
He's won every one of the 9 at least twice. 5 titles in Indian Wells, 6 in Miami, a couple in Monte Carlo, 3 trophies in Madrid, 6 in Rome, 4 in Canada between Toronto and Montreal, 3 in Cincinnati, 4 in Shanghai, and 7 in Paris, completing the set.
15.
Also claimed the most Masters 1000 match wins record during his stay in Miami. Overtook Nadal on that leaderboard in the last few days.
50-0.
If Andy thought the toilet breaks were quick when you're on court as a player, they've got to be even quicker when you're in the coaching box.
Turned into a good outcome. I think he thought he'd missed the return, but quickly engaged once it dropped in. And he's got a half chance here, Djokovic. Better game in terms of first serves in for Mensik. So important. Find a serve like that on a big point like that, 30-all. Numbers for the match. 62% have gone in.
Please.
First double faults from the teenager.
Extra pressure is always going to start to come on the second serve, with Djokovic looking to step inside the baseline, and the first serve percentage staying lower in the second set for Mensik.
Advantage Mensik.
That's incredible serving under pressure.
4-game solo.
Smokes down a couple of aces, and here we go. Things getting serious now.
Thank you. Thank you. The other ready, please.
Oh, wasn't ruthless enough with the short ball. Mensik. Djokovic let off the hook that time, I think.
I don't know if he hadn't realised that Novak had followed his own drop shot in.
15-0. 39.
Pretty good. This sort of accuracy. Come to expect it from this man. It's like it was the very outside of the line.
Most people would be defending from there. It's been a clean set of tennis from Djokovic. He's not really given Mensik anything for free at all. In fact, that backhand that he's missed there has gone down as his first unforced error. I'm not even sure that shouldn't have counted as a forced error, the depth that Mensik got on the return, but it takes him to just 6 unforced errors across the entire second set.
An amazing second serve. And he applies a bit of pressure at just the right time.
Djokovic leads 5-4.
Mensik will have to serve to stay in this set. 5-4. Plenty of Djokovic fans in this stadium. Huge day, of course, if you're a Djokovic super fan. You want to be here inside the Hard Rock Stadium this evening to perhaps witness history. That's what they're hoping. Still a way to go before they can celebrate 100 titles, though. Well, let's see how Mensik reacts with a bit of pressure to deal with here. Djokovic has done really well in that respect, despite losing the first set.
Thank you, please. Thank you. Lens for service.
See whether he can make enough first serves to get the scoreboard to 5 games apiece. Could be 5 or 10 minutes that decides the match, couldn't it? Mensik can get it done in straights, obviously, and it's all over for Novak. I feel like if Djokovic can steal this set, then he would be favourite to come through in 3 with all his experience.
Yeah, I agree. Especially Mensik has spent more time on court this tournament in Miami. almost 70% of his serves going out wide on that ad side now. Ever so slightly preferring the wide on the deuce, but it's much closer. Only just above 50%. And it's the variation that's making it so tough to neutralise.
Still looking pretty cool and calm on the surface. Was that dropping wide? Yeah. I think it felt like it, didn't it? But felt he had to cover the line.
40-15.
Still in pretty good shape. Doesn't seem like much ruffles Jakub Mensik's feathers, does it? Even trying to finish off Djokovic, one of the biggest stages in the sport, to win a Masters 1000 title, he's still unflappable.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
To Djokovic, 5 games apiece.
Talk about the preferred direction of the Mensik serve. Djokovic enjoying his wide serve, but more so on the deuce side, over 60% he's chosen to go out wide. He also has not yet hit a body serve. Both of them picking their targets today.
$50.
A couple of shaky points, all of a sudden Mensik will be engaging here.
Let's see if he continues to go big down the middle. Mensik at the biggest moments gives himself that huge margin.
Too good from the 6-time champ.
We've already seen Mensik hit an unbelievable backhand smash winner today. Djokovic was ready that time.
Such a clever combination, wasn't it? The lob and then he opened up the court.
Please.
A trusty backhand. Enjoyed that one. Still got work to do.
They're both feeling it physically.
40-30.
Still not done. This crucial 11th game. It's starting to feel like it's taking quite a lot out of Djokovic.
Even there, that final ball, it was that bit lower. He's had to go for the slice, but your legs are just being tested that bit more as the ball stays lower.
It's a half chance. Mensik knows it. Didn't quite get enough width on the approach, but he's got away with it.
Djokovic.
He's looking pretty drained all of a sudden.
Yeah, needs a second wind to kick in, or some sort of energy intake. The next change of ends.
Oh, he's got him. Just enough energy to track down the short ball. Giving it everything to build a 6-5 lead.
I wonder if he's asking for the hand cooling gloves that we've seen him wearing, or some sort of drink or something from the team. Incredible athleticism, just getting enough because Mensik wasn't far away.
The mittens, that's what he was asking for. Palm cooling technology.
Multitasking. Supposedly cool your core temperature down really quickly. Blood flow from your hands back to your heart.
Djokovic using every available method to manage his body right now. That really did feel like a tough service game physically, but he survived it, and again he will ask the question. Can the youngster, this teenager from Czechia, continue to produce the required level? Stay cool and calm emotionally, as he's done so well to do so far in this kind of atmosphere. Get himself into another tiebreak.
Thank you, please.
Serving at 5-6. Just unbelievable defence again. Mensik threw everything he had at him.
The strength of Novak Djokovic, full stretch, his ability to hang on in the rally, to put his opponent in the most awkward position.
He's barely got the energy to celebrate right now. What a lob that was.
Feet sliding out from under him again. Seen it a few times when he's been wrong-footed.
Mensik must feel if he can just get himself into a breaker, Djokovic is there for the taking. Can he manage his way through this service game? Manage the emotions.
30-15.
Those will help. Reproduce that sort of serving quality in the breaker, then he really will fancy his chances of finishing this off in straight sets.
Please. Game Mensik. 6 games so tiebreak. Both players have received one. That is shown on video review.
Feels like it's now or never for Mensik, doesn't it?
Well, another tiebreak, and we know what normally happens when Jakub Mensik plays a tiebreak. This has got to go down as the biggest of his career, surely. The next 10 minutes.
Absolutely. Tiebreak shootout. Your first ATP title.
Please. Thank you.
What a start. Effective return. And he's up and running once more. Remember, he's played 6 tiebreaks during his stay in Miami, and he's won every single one of them. Djokovic looking for his body to respond.
Please.
But he's looking low on energy. The teenager, the much fresher of the two right now.
Mensik just couldn't neutralise Djokovic when he got on that front foot.
Mensik.
Every shot that kept coming, just that bit shorter. Has he got enough left in the tank, Novak, to turn this round?
Thank you.
It's going to be those sort of fine margins that determine who wins this.
Let's for service.
Djokovic giving it everything, is fighting for his life out here. But will it be enough? Another brutal exchange in high humidity. It was just exhaustion that time.
His legs almost went midway through the point. His back knee so often touching the floor. He gets so low to try and defend the power that's coming at him from the racket of Mensik.
Boy, is he hurting right now. What must Mensik be thinking?
Please. 4-2, Mensik.
He's not too far away. Just wondering how easy it is for him to focus on getting himself over the finish line. It must be impossible not to be distracted by what's happening to Djokovic right now.
I almost feel like maybe the fact that he's playing Novak Djokovic, his idol in this sport, the man that inspired him to play, almost helping him to not look up and see the finish line and think, I'm going to win this, because he probably feels at any moment Djokovic could up his level and turn this round. Just a single mini break. He's not as far ahead as the scoreboard looks, Mensik.
Thank you. Please. Players are ready.
It's a big miss. And there's that pressure starting to
4-3. Mensik.
play a part.
Both returned superbly in this tiebreaker. Each covering the wide, it's where they've both been preferring.
Thank you. Please.
this stage, even if he wins this breaker, Djokovic, I'm wondering whether he's got enough to last the distance in a decider. That tends to be a different story, of course.
Yeah, I think you just cross that bridge when you come to it.
Yeah.
Deal with that when you get there.
Thank you.
Mensik 2 points from the title.
Please.
Oh, what a return it was. That could be enough. Right onto Djokovic's baseline.
6-3. Mensik. Thank you. Please.
3 championship points. Oh, he's left it, and it's good.
6-4.
Oh, we can't believe it.
Complete misjudgment. Back edge of the line. Can you believe it? Is that the lifeline that Djokovic needed?
In by 19 millimetres. We said it was going to be decided on fine margins.
Ready, please.
What drama.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Championship point number 2. One more on serve. He's done it. Jakub Mensik is the champion in Miami.
7-6.
He caps a dream fortnight in the Magic City. Takes down his idol and shatters Djokovic's dreams in the process. He is a Masters 1000 champion at 19 years of age, and it's his very first ATP title. What a night, what a performance. And he ends the tournament with back-to-back top 5 wins. This teenager has arrived in the big time, that's for sure. He can hardly believe it. And the tennis he has produced in the biggest moments has been off the charts. Again, it's the tie breaks he's produced in the big moments. 6-6 in 2 hours and 3 minutes. What drama, what scenes. And what a meteoric rise this young man is enjoying. His ranking will jump from 54 to just inside the top 25. I mean, such impressive tennis, but his temperament is something else, isn't it, for a teenager?
Just incredible. I almost felt emotional watching him then, you know. To have beaten Novak for him, you know, it just means that much more. The man that inspired him to play tennis.
It was a lovely embrace, wasn't it, between the two?
First of many. I think it might be, Jakub. I think it might just be.
What a way to do it. First ATP title has come at Masters 1000 level, and see Novak's right hand shaking a touch after the physical effort it took just to stay in the match long enough to force a breaker even. That was the moment the celebrations could begin. What a performance, what a tournament it's been.
To have stayed